Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to do part 3 of the bonsai pot shuffle. So the other ones, if you remember, this one was the first one to get repotted because I needed this pot for this tree. And then next I repotted this tree because I needed this pot for this tree. So this is the last part, and this is the original reason why I repotted those two, is to get access to this pot here. And so today this tree here is going to go in this pot. All right, so we're set up on my at my indoor setup. I repotted the last couple outside just because they were a lot bigger and caused a lot more mess. But I think this pot is small enough that I'm going to try to do it inside here without making too much of a mess because it's just so hot outside. I do enjoy being outside, but it's just a little bit warm. So this is my Frank Yee cork bark jade, or Portulacaria afra. And like I said in the intro, this was the real reason why I wanted to repot the other two, to get access to the pot that this one's going into. It's been 2 or 3 years probably since this has been repotted, so I just want to get it in a little bit bigger pot and let it grow a little bit more size and maintain the vigor. So let me check to see if this tree is wired in the pot or not. And it doesn't look like it is, so hopefully it'll come out fairly easy, but we'll see. I'm going to put this tray down here just to catch the soil. We'll give it a test here to see if it's going to slide out, but I'm guessing not. So we'll just use this tool here and kind of loosen up the edges. I like the last one I repotted. I said I like these unglazed pots, but I find that they really the roots really hold on to it, so it's hard to get out. But it's just all part of it, I guess. Just takes a little time to loosen these up. I'm guessing I'm going to find a bunch of roots in this. Pretty root bound. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get it repotted, because I could just sense that the tree was slowing down growth and just not as vigorous as it was in the last year or two. So that's, sometimes you can tell, that's one of the signs that you might need to get it repotted. It's starting to come loose. There we go. Go ahead and get this pot out of the way. And let's work on these roots here. Yeah, you can tell we've got quite a mat of roots. Just trying to get rid of the drainage screen first so I don't lose track of that. Yeah, this definitely needed repotted, so I think it'll do much better in a bigger pot. Just using my hands at first here just to brush some of the soil away. going to move over to the chopstick. See if I can knock a few more loose. Man, this is really packed in there. I'll go ahead and trim some of these off here. I don't have to do a whole lot because I've got plenty of room in the new pot, but I just want to kind of root prune some of these, which will cause them to spur some new growth and develop more fine roots. That's probably going to be about it. Everything else looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and set this aside. Give it a test fit, which I know it's going to fit, but just might be a little bit oversized, but it'll grow into it over the next few years, which is kind of what I want. So let me set this down and then get some soil in here. Lay down some drainage screen first. We've got a couple nice sized drain holes in there, so I'm just laying the drainage screen over the top. And then I will start adding my soil. I don't normally tie the drainage screens in. I just let the weight of the soil kind of hold it down. And I don't think I'm going to tie this tree in. I think it'll be stable enough, I hope. If not, I can always run some wire up through the bottom and tie it in. Test it, see if that's enough. I think that's probably going to be enough there. I'm just going to slide it down in there. I think I'm just going to keep it centered since it's kind of almost a straight formal upright. So we'll just go ahead and keep it centered in the pot. I'm just trying to look at it from the front there. I think that's going to be good. When I repot these guys, I try to raise them up just, maybe a 1/4 inch or something, just to expose a few more roots. And then over time that soil will wash down. So then you just develop a nice root base, root flare on it. Now what I'm doing is just kind of spinning it around to make sure it's centered front to back, side to side, making sure it's where I want it. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and add some more soil. And if you wanted to keep the tree the same size and really not want to put on a whole lot of growth, you could root prune it and put it back in the same pot that it came out of. Like I said, I want to get this one growing a little faster, so I'm going to give it more space here in this pot. Good thing I mixed up some new soil. I'm definitely using quite a bit. Found out repotting these bigger trees definitely uses the soil. I mix it up and put it in 5-gallon buckets, and I've probably gone through, just in the last few weeks, I've gone through a couple 5-gallon bucketfuls of soil, so really go through it. It's almost a must if you want to keep your trees healthy. Also gives you a chance to look at the roots, make sure everything's looking good. A little bit more soil in there. It just takes a little more time with the whole repot on these bigger trees too. It just takes time to work all the soil in the roots. Okay, I think that'll do it. So I think now I'll just give it a quick prune, inspect the top of it. Doesn't really need a whole lot. Just take some of these taller shoots back real quick here. Like I said, doesn't need a whole lot at all. And I would guess over the next month or two, once this gets established back in the pot, it'll start really pushing out some nice growth here. We're in the middle of August, so I've still got plenty of summer left here in Texas. So it'll get established and really rock and roll over these next few months before they have to come back in for the winter. Just looking at some of these branches here. I need to thin the top out. Got some of these branches that are kind of pointing straight up. Thin that top out just a little bit. Branches that are growing back in towards the center. Okay, I think that's just about going to do it. And I'll flip it around. Got to fill in this back here. I've been working on that for a year or two since I started working on this tree. Just needs a little filling in there, which it's coming along. Yeah, I think it's going to about do it. I'll give you a quick spin around here. So there's the front, there's the left side, there's the back, right side, and back to the front. All right, let's go ahead and get it set back out on the bench outside. All right, so here it is back out on the bench, right next to my other ones that were recently repotted. So that'll kind of wrap up the old bonsai pot shuffle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.